On my list of favorite Doom mods, Unseen Evil is the newest entry. The idea is simple: make Doom 1 and 2 look like Doom 64. If you didn't know, Doom 64 on the Nintendo 64 differed greatly in terms of graphics, atmosphere, and to a certain degree, gameplay. While on paper it looks like a pretty cut and dry idea, the way it's executed and how much it changes classic Doom is remarkable. As an added bonus, you can also play any Megawad with this mod as long as the Megawad uses stock Doom textures. So, as the footage plays in the background, I'll share some points about what I really liked about this mod. Right off the bat, I need to address the biggest change: the music. The original Doom duology has some of the best video game music ever produced. It is inspired by heavy metal and thrash metal of the 80s and 90s, and it's a perfect fit for the game. But in Doom 64 and even in Doom PlayStation or Doom PSX, the music was replaced. Now it's a far more sinister sounding soundtrack, something out of a sci-fi horror movie, and honestly, I love it as an alternative to the original music. In some ways, it also changes the mentality of a player that plays the game. Where there was fast metal music, the player would play accordingly, blood pumping, fast and adrenaline rushing. With this more ambient and sinister sounding music, it makes the player a tad bit jumpy and anxious, and overall it just goes so well with the new atmosphere and visuals of the game. I do understand if some players dislike the new music, since the original OST is, I guess, the heart and soul of the Doom games, but still, give it a chance. On a similar note, the sounds. The sounds overall feel very chunky and pudgy in a way. The shotgun, the chain gun, the enemy noises, everything has been replaced with Doom 64 sound assets, and naturally it fits the game very well. The sound, the music, the visuals have this synergy going on that perfectly complement each other. Dare I say, it makes the game even more dark and gritty than before. The only thing I'm not much sold on are the monster sound effects. In the original game, they are just way too iconic to replace. These new sounds make them sound like generic monsters, run-of-the-mill generic monsters. However, the weapon sounds are top-notch, along with the switch flipping sounds, the item pickup sounds, and so on. Now let's talk about the visuals and the atmosphere. Similar to Doom 64, the lighting has been drastically changed. Even though Doom 64 was a little bit too dark for my taste, that's not the case here. It does make it more darker, but that's thanks to the combination of the new soft-colored lighting mixed in with the dark color palette of the textures. I don't really know how to explain it in any other way. It feels dark without actually being dark. Classic Doom uses sector lights and their levels can be adjusted. Using them cleverly could provide for some really nice lighting effects, but here it's the same, but now the sectors are colored as well. So many of the sections in each map have this distinct lighting going on about them. And I'm gonna be honest, while recording footage, I kinda played through half of Doom 2 and the first 2 episodes of Doom 1. That's how much I was lost inside this mod. It's just so refreshing, and the fact that you can play any Megawad with stock textures is a big plus for replayability. Doom 64's texture set is very brash, I guess. Dark browns, grays, dark blues, and coupled with the dark, soft lighting, I think it's one hell of a visual style. Moving on, the weapon sprites are also from Doom 64, but both of the shotguns have been updated to include a reloading animation, so that's awesome. When I was a kid, I kinda disliked Doom 64 because Doom 64 didn't have the cool-ass super shotgun reload that Doom 2 had. Yeah, when I was a kid I was weird. Anyway, the Doom 64 monster sprites always had this cool look that made the monster look way too much scarier than their original incarnations. Like, look at the Cacodemon and the Pain Elemental. Yeah, you're gonna have trouble sleeping tonight. Best of these all is actually a monster that wasn't even in Doom 64 at all but was cut. The Archvile. Yeah, this mod uses the cut sprite work of the Archvile and boy does it look frightening as all hell. No pun intended. They make the monsters look like as if they're all on steroids or something, and in this case, that's a big plus. Finally, I wanted to talk about the gameplay. While there aren't many changes to that, the movement speed of Doomguy has been reduced significantly. Now you won't be zipping past maps at Mach 5 speeds, but rather at a much more controlled velocity. Again, this changes the pace of the game significantly. Where before you could run and shoot everything, here it's more calculated since you can't just jump out of a monster encounter instantly. Again, this is a great change and definitely feels like how it did on Doom 64. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I just wanted to do a quick showcase of the mod and share it with you guys. Check it out, it's pretty cool. Links in the description. I've been playing a lot of classic Doom these days, so stay tuned for 1 or 2 more videos like these. Thanks for watching, and a big thanks to these benefactors for supporting the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.